I heard the scream before I saw the light, a single high note carried on the September wind, too far to help and too close to ignore. No one survives past dawn out there. The town of Wilkes Bend is a pinprick on the Nebraska map, a gas station and a grain elevator framed by miles of corn that rise higher than a man's shoulders. Every night the silos breathe out the scent of rust and old wheat. I rent a room above the defunct hardware store. Ceiling fan wobbles. Neon beer sign flickers like a failing heartbeat. Trains moan across the prairie at 2 a.m., steel wheels chewing through the dark. I tell myself I'm only here to write, to outrun memories that never tire, but the fields keep watching. 3 nights ago, Deputy Malone showed me photos he shouldn't have. Teenagers gone missing, 6 and 7 years. Each case stamped no trace. Locals whisper about the Corn King, a scarecrow that walks, or a secret harvest ritual. Malone doesn't believe the legends, but the last boy's phone was found upright in the rows, screen lit, recording static. That same night my own phone pulsed awake, camera on, though I hadn't touched it. Yesterday, a shadow moved against the moonlight, too tall, too deliberate. The wind bent every stalk except the one it followed. I started digging. Old microfilm at the library. Clippings from the 50s, farmhands disappearing after night harvests. A name repeats, Harlan Voss, owner of these acres until a mysterious fire claimed his barn. I found his ledger hidden in a false drawer, dates, weights, initials, and a single word scrawled in red, Dawn. Neighbors were no help. Mrs. King swore she heard hymns under the soil. A drifter claimed the corn swallow sound. Each story bent truth until it cracked. My own senses betrayed me. Whispers and static when I replayed recordings. Footsteps syncing with my heartbeat when I walked the rows. Once, a child's laugh drifted across the tassels though the nearest house sat 5 miles off. I turned to Malone, my last ally. But his eyes carried the same pale shine I'd seen on the scarecrow's glass buttons. You should leave before sunrise, he said, voice soft as a lullaby. Then I noticed the mud on his boots. Fresh. Smelling of blood iron. In the glow of the patrol car, he confessed without words. He and the others, old families of Wilkes Bend, kept the pact. Each decade, someone fed the field so the town would thrive. You think corn grows this tall on rain alone? He whispered. Midnight. I followed his taillights to the far silo, the one with the collapsed roof. Inside, lanterns formed a crooked halo around an altar of seed sacks. Figures in work coats stood silent, their faces hidden by burlap masks. And there, at the center, stood Harlan Voss, or what remained of him. Not a ghost, not alive. A man-shaped husk, skin parchment dry, eyes reflecting moonlight like river glass. Roots coiled from his feet into the soil, pulsing. Malone lifted his knife, but the thing spoke first, my own voice, perfectly mirrored. You came back, Luke. My knees locked. No one here knew my name. The field did. Every regret I tried to bury, the accident that killed my brother, the nights of quiet whiskey, rose like steam. The crowd bowed. I ran. Corn sliced my arms, rose twisting, rearranging. Every direction the same. But the moon betrayed them, a silver compass. I broke through to the service road just as the first glow of dawn burned the horizon. Behind me, a roar, not human, not wind. Stalks thrashed as if something vast writhed beneath. I drove until the plains gave way to hills, until my fuel light blinked and the sun stood high. Malone never followed. By evening, news broke, Wilkes Bend had no record of a Deputy Malone. No missing teens. No town. The highway patrol shrugged. Old farmsteads vanish out here, they said. But dirt clung to my boots, black and wet, smelling of copper. And when I played back the night's recordings, I heard my own voice whispering, stay. I don't sleep much now. Every time I close my eyes, I feel the rows closing in, soil breathing slow and deep. If you ever drive through Nebraska and see corn bending against a wind that isn't there, don't stop. Because dawn is generous only once.